Tonight, Charleston City Council voting to go forward with an agreement with United Way for help in the distribution of $1 million of the city's opioid settlement funds. And our Shelby Burrow, she joins us in the studio with that story. And Shelby, what will this money go towards?
Well, Gina, this money will go towards local outreach programs, and the city holds $5.2 million in opioid settlement funds. And after multiple community-hosted town halls discussing how these funds should be spent, community members say they feel that this is a step in the right direction for recovery efforts citywide.
There is a responsibility of the city to take some of these opioid settlement funds and distribute them to the public. So there'll be every year moving forward a specific amount that's given.
Working towards citywide recovery efforts.
We do believe that this will be a really good opportunity, especially when we're seeing so many cuts in funding, to have community organizations apply for this type of funding.
That's what $1 million of the $5.2 million of the city's opioid settlement funds is going towards. There will be a 9-member opioid community council group with at least one member who is in long-term opioid recovery, and this group will assess each application that comes in for these grants. These applications can be from $10,000 up to $50,000.
The funding will be in 3 different categories: prevention, treatment, and recovery. So if you work in the field or have an organization that works in the field of prevention, treatment, and recovery, you'll be able to apply for these funds.
So far, the city's only used $500,000 of opioid settlement funds to go towards CARE, the mental health and outreach team. But 2 town halls were held earlier in the year where people in the community came together suggesting different ways that this money can be utilized.
I feel very grateful to live in Charleston where this kind of process is possible. To have worked on this with all the people that were a part of it. Definitely wasn't just me. There were so many people that contributed and lent their voices.
Ashley McElwee played a big role in getting these discussions off the ground, and she says she's hopeful that these funds will continue to go towards helping those who need it most.
I think there are so many good ideas from the community. I've heard mention of a low barrier shelter. I've heard more funds towards prevention, more money towards kids, and supporting Charleston's infrastructure. I think any of those would be great. I'm just excited to see what the community decides to do with it.
Mayor Amy Goodwin says funding outreach teams citywide will be challenging because of recent cuts, but they are continuing to go after more grant funding to keep these groups going. Live in the studio, Shelby Burrow, Eyewitness News.